We stopped off at a cemetery here, folks. Let me turn the camera around here. It's called the Hooded Graves Cemetery. And I normally don't do cemeteries unless they're abandoned or have some unique feature. And this one does. We're about 11 miles or so above Centralia, and you might have seen the previous video. I was in Centralia. So I decided to spin up here and take a look at this too on the same day. Here's what we have. Now, to my knowledge, this is the only cemetery here in Pennsylvania that has these cages. What are they for? There's two here. One there. And this one here. Sarah Ann Boone, consort of Ranslow Boone. I don't know if you can read that or not. Interred into arrest June 18th, 1852, age 22 years. So young. What are these for? Are these to keep the undead in their graves? Did they suspect that this was a vampire? She was a vampire? This person here. So we can get, is there a name on that? See, this gate is open here, or it's actually free. Can't really make out that writing there. E or F Thomas, E Thomas. The popular theory is that the one line that I've read that these were somehow vampires and that they might raise again, or they suspected of being vampires. Another theory I heard that wild animals, wouldn't unbury the dead, and that indeed has happened, and that's how murder victims have been found. But these, I'm sure, were buried 6 feet deep. The murder victims are usually about a foot deep, so that's not going to be it. Folks, actually, these are called Mort Safes. These were actually popular in Europe. Scotland was you do see a lot of these there. And these are actually to keep the body snatchers from stealing the bodies. In the 1800s, especially the early 1800s to mid 1800s, there was a need for corpses for anatomy lessons for medical students. The budding medical trade, it was advancing rapidly during that time period. The only bodies that were available were from convicted murderers who were then put to death via execution. So what medical colleges did, they actually employed people to come out and dig up, as gruesome as it sounds, dig up the bodies right after they were buried, so they can be taken back, basically stealing the bodies, taken back to the colleges for anatomy lessons. From what I'm told, many in the government, Scottish government, turned a blind eye to it because there definitely was a need for the medical students to practice their craft. That all changed, I believe it was in the mid-1800s, when they passed a law that said a person could then donate their body before their death, if they chose, or that indigent or unknown people or homeless people who had passed could then be used also for the medical profession. But that's what these are. This was such a problem in Scotland that they actually had built watchtowers or watch houses in many of the cemeteries, especially if the cemetery was near a medical college. And the residents of the area would then take turns watching over the cemetery if a loved one was buried there or somebody in the community was buried there. And they would keep watch for about 3 or 4 months at least, just to give the time for the body to decompose and there wouldn't be of any use to the body snatchers. So this is what these are. They're called Mort Safes. Like I said, the only cemetery I've seen in Pennsylvania to have them is right here. It is a bit of a mystery as to why they're out here in the middle of nowhere. Alright folks, that's going to do it for this quick video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel if you like the content. If you do, don't forget to hit that bell notification. You get notified when I upload a new video. Well, yeah, see you in the next video. Now take care and be safe. Bye bye.